So, hi everyone, I'm live. I'm live on YouTube Live. I'm live on Periscope. I'm live on Instagram Live. So thank you for being on. I appreciate you all. And today's topic is how to find the right return on investment. Hi, Oi Savada. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, I can't say that. Welcome. Hi, Knuckle. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for being on the live. So I'm going to do a quick introduction and get ready started. Okay, so I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. My name is May Duldalau. I do these webinars every Wednesday. So if you love financial freedom, if you're interested in becoming, having more free time, then follow me on Periscope, Instagram. Thank you for being a fan. Share everything and share this with your followers on Twitter. And thank you for being on YouTube Live. Subscribe to YouTube Live. And if you're on my blog, thank you. Thank you for watching live on my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. Okay, so let's begin. And I just want to say I really appreciate everyone who's on. Hi, Mr. David Smith. Hi, Jess Martina. Welcome. So my name, like I said, is May Duldalau. Just so you have a little background of who I am. I used to be really bad with money. I used to use my credit card way too much. Mostly it was to enroll into courses like finance. There was one course, Millionaire Mind Intensive, that I joined. It was a course created by T. Harv Eker. Hello, how are you? T. Harv Eker is the author of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, this awesome book. But anyway, I went to his seminar and I ended up joining his Quantum Leap program. Hi, Em. Hi, welcome. And I ended up spending a lot of money flying from Hawaii to LA. Hi, Ruster. Welcome. And going on all these trips. Hi, Claudia. Welcome. And so I learned a lot from this book and that seminar and all those things, but I ended up racking up a lot of credit card debt. So, and then after that, before that, I also had a problem with where I used to live, and I ended up having back rent and all these issues, and it was just a lot of stuff going on. Someone was asking me if I'm interested in flipping some cash. No, thank you. So anyway, I'm interested in financial freedom. Okay, so hi, well, welcome. So let's talk. So anyway, I ended up having about $30,000 in debt. 33,000 in debt at the worst. My net worth used to be around that number because I had no savings, no investments. That was around 2012. I think I remember is when I actually, no, 2011 was when something like that. 2010, 2011 was when I actually started calculating my net worth and found out that it was really negative in the 5 figures. My husband, when I married him in 2012, so I did this in 2010 around then. In 2012, when I married my husband, he had a debt of over 6 figures, okay? So fast forward, October 2015, that's 3 hours after, saludas, 3 hours after, hold on, let me see. So 3 hours after, what is it called? Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, 3 years after I married my husband, he ended up being completely debt-free. So his 6-figure debt is completely gone. He has no debt, no car debt, no house debt, no credit card debt, nothing, okay? My debt, I got rid of by June 2016. I had, April of 2016, I had 0 debt, all right? So I finally paid off all that debt. Oh my God, it was the best feeling ever. And I never carry any credit card debt, ever. Like I always pay off my credit cards every month. I finally started using credit cards again because I stopped using them for a while. Like I totally put them in a drawer, right? And then I started using them again, and now I pay them off every month. I rack up points and miles and whatever. So it's really good now. So yeah, my debt was gone. I was creating about $500 a month in passive income at the time when I quit my job in December of 2016. So that's the next thing. I got to quit my bank job. Not that I didn't like it, but I wanted to be with my son more. And I remember he was 3 years old at the time. And he was at preschool, and they had this event. Thanks for the hearts. Hi, Hector Sal, welcome. They had this event at his preschool, right? And he was going to go trick-or-treating. I don't know if you guys live in the United States, but there's this thing where kids dress up in these costumes in October, and they go trick-or-treating. So they go different places, and they say trick-or-treat, and people give them candy, right? And they're cute. They're all dressed in costumes. So I wanted to go. And it was during the day because it was during his preschool. And I couldn't get the day off because the girl who worked with me, she was working, and she was actually on vacation, So I couldn't get the day off because I had to cover for her. And I was really upset about it. So I decided that day that I was going to quit my job because I couldn't handle not being there for my son's, events. Like when he's growing up and I was missing it, it was like killing me. So I put in my notice 1 month later in November, and my last day was in December, the day before Christmas. That was the last day I worked my job. Ever since, I've never worked a job. Instead, now I create finance freedom masterminds. What that means is I create groups of people who work together, follow the principles that I followed and their own and other great principles from books like these to become financially free as quickly as possible. So that's what I do for a living now. People pay me money to join these groups, and then we handhold people and help them create passive income, pay off debt, create more time freedom to become financially free. So now that you're here, let's talk about, and now that you know my story, it doesn't even end there. So that was 2016 when I quit my job, right? In 2017, we bought a condo in Waikiki. That's where I'm broadcasting from, condo in Waikiki. That was my first property purchase ever, my husband's second. But he had to sell the other one. It was underwater, But anyway, this is our property. Our only property we own now. We just put in an offer for an investment property upstairs. It's in escrow now. So we're going to buy another property, an investment property, our first investment property, my husband's first two, our first investment property. We went on 5 weeks of vacation in 2017. So we went on a cruise. I went on a cruise for the first time, went to the Mexican Riviera. I went to Niagara Falls. I went to visit family. So why am I telling you all this? It's just to say that I went from super, super broke, not being able to eat out ever, not using credit cards, to being able to travel 5 months out of the year, not have to work a full-time job anymore, part-time business, helping people become financially free, paying off all my debt. And my husband paid off all his debt. We increased our net worth by $500,000 and the time that we were married up to that point was like 4 years. So it's amazing the things you can do if you just put your attention on it. So now we're going to talk about our topic today. Before I begin, I just want to let you know I have a blog. It's yesfinanciallyfree.com. So that's YesFinanciallyFree.com. Wow, that's great. Any ideas how I could get some passive income going? Yes. Go to my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. There is a map to freedom there, and I have a bunch of information. I've got free information. I've got, you can join a Finance Freedom Mastermind. You can also read my blogs. I've blogged a lot over many years. Yeah, check it out. On the right side of the blog, there is a place where you can put your first name and your email address, and that will get you on my email list. So I highly recommend you do that right when you get to my blog, because then you get emails from me every week about these topics I do, these free webinars, all right? Hi, Moose Lips, welcome. So I do free webinars every Wednesday morning, and I email out the topic and the link to the live that you can see on my blog. So I'm actually broadcasting on YouTube Live right now on my blog. So you can catch this live on Periscope, you can catch it on YouTube Live, on my blog, on Instagram. So just wanted to let you know that that's how you can get in touch with me. So go to yesfinanciallyfree.com. So that's all together, right? Yesfinanciallyfree.com. Okay. So put in your first name, email, get on my email list so that you can always get updates. And if you want to join Finance Freedom Mastermind, the information is all there. You can click on a link and join today. It's $97 a month right now for the first 10 people. Very low price, actually. Woo! And you get like live coaching every month. Somebody does your numbers with you. You get help to do your net worth, your cash flow, your passive income, your finance freedom account to help you take the steps to create passive income every month. You have a video lesson every week, and you get access to me live for questions every week on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Hawaii time to jump on a private online Zoom hangout where you can ask me anything you need to help you become financially free. All right, so that's just some of the great benefits of Finance Freedom Mastermind. Okay, so .com. So anyway, hi Leona, it's 44. Let's talk about our topic today. So how do you know if you find a good return on investment? All right, so some of you on here are investors. Some of you want to be investors. Some of you don't know anything about it, but are here because you're interested in becoming financially free. So let me talk about that topic. It's a really good topic, and it's inspired by a member of the Finance Freedom Mastermind. Hi, Darcy. Welcome, and thanks for being a super fan. Hi, M94F. Welcome. So I had a member of my mastermind. Hi, RCS. Welcome. She was doing our mastermind. We do it for a year, right? Hi, Alban, a year at a time. Okay, some people renew. And she asked me, how do I know if an investment is a good return? How do I know if I'm getting good return? How do I know if I should invest my money, right? It's a very good question. So we talk about that a lot because when you join a mastermind with me, we go over a lot of investment options. Some pay 8, 10, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1%, right? So there's so many different options. She's like, how do I know which one to invest in? Thanks for the hearts. So today's topic, we talk about that. How do you know if an investment is a good investment? How do you know if it's a good return on investment? So before I start, I just want to make sure that you guys understand what a return of investment is. No, the volcano is not, but thank you for asking. Hi, Omid. Yes, I live in Hawaii. Someone was asking me if the volcano was affecting me, and I said, no, it's not. Thank you. So I live on Oahu. I don't live on Big Island, Hawaii Island, where the volcano is erupting. So it's a big difference to live on the island and not. So anyways, let's talk about that. So how do you calculate return on investment? Let's do that real quick. So anytime you invest money, and a lot of people don't know how to do this, which is why a lot of people are bad with money, okay? I used to not know how to do this either. So let's talk about this. How do you calculate return on investment? You figure out how much money you're going to make in a year from your investment, okay? How much money you're going to make in a year, all right? So let's say you have a savings account. You invest $1,000, and at the end of the year, you make $1.60, okay? So you take $1.60, that's how much you made. You divide it by how much you invested. So let's say you put $1,000 in, you didn't touch it, okay? So you divide $1.60 by $1,000. What do you get? 0.016, right? So 1.6 divided by 1,000 equals 0.016, right? So 0.016, 2 decimal places over, multiplied by 100 to get the percent. That's 1.6%. Okay, so I just did the math to figure out return on investment. So if you didn't catch that, rewind the video, go back and do it again. Basically, you take the amount of money you invest in a year, all right? So if you get $1.60, you take 1.6 and you divide it by the amount of money you invested, which is $1,000, right? Thanks to the hearts. So 1.6 divided by 1,000 is 0.016, right? You multiply that number, that decimal, this one is a decimal, by 100 and you get the percent, and that's 1.6%. Okay, so that's how you calculate return on investment. Usually investments will compare on an annual basis. Hi, Darcy, nice to see you. How's it going? So that's how you calculate return on investment. Thanks for the hearts. So now that you know how to calculate it, all right, now you can compare it, all right? So this is the part where my mastermind member, she was like, how do I know if I have a good investment or not? So this is how you can tell. What we start out with in our Finance Freedom Mastermind, what I highly recommend for you is to start with a high yield savings account. Whatever you start with something basic like a savings account. There are high yield savings accounts online that pay 1.6% roughly. Okay. Hi, Ross Riley. So every time the Fed raises interest rates, those investment accounts go up. So they used to be 0.9 and now they're 1.6. Okay. So when you first start out investing, take at least 10% of everything you make. You know, every time you get paid, every time you get a paycheck, take at least 10% out, put it in this savings account to start. Okay, that's what I always train all my mastermind members to do. So the most basic level of investing is pay yourself first. And the most basic level investment is a savings account. Okay, now some people are like, oh, I don't want a savings account. Now I say to you, are you financially free? Are you broke? You know, if you're financially free, fine. If you're not, then open a freaking savings account and do what I say. Okay. Hi, Scorpio Man 88. Welcome to the scope. It's not from me either. A lot of people give this advice. Okay. Start at the basic level and move your way up. And that's how you find out the right rate of return. Are you ready? This is the secret. You figure out what your current rate of return is now. Hi, Mark, YXX, welcome. Figure out what your current rate of return is right now. All right, thanks for the hearts. Whatever it is, maybe you only have that one savings account, okay? And it makes 1.6%. Maybe you have a savings account that makes 0.01%, right? At a normal, regular bank. Hi, Gal Sven, not a high yield savings, right? So figure out what your highest rate of return is right now. Okay, so let's use the savings account as an example. So you put your money in the savings account, you're making 1.6%. Okay, now you know your highest rate of return is 1.6%. All right. Now, with a savings account, the nice thing about savings accounts, hi to number 2, welcome. The nice thing about savings accounts is when you put money in there, the money stays there, okay? It doesn't go up and down in value except the interest that comes in, right? The savings account money stays there. You actually get compound interest too. So if you put 1,000 in the beginning, you're gonna get more than $1.60, but I'm not gonna get into that. Hi, GYBZ1988, welcome. So your savings account, the money stays relatively the same. It increases as the interest goes in or as you put money in. So it's real stable. It's insured by the federal government. If it's in the United States, it's insured for up to $250,000, and so on. So savings accounts, if they're with a bank that has this FDIC coverage, you know, they're pretty stable in that sense. They have insurance. The amount stays the same, and they have interest go on. Hi, Razor. And all that kind of good stuff. Hi, EV Call, welcome. Hi, Talman, welcome to the live. So basically, hi, J Monty. You have an investment that's pretty stable, pretty safe, low risk. Okay. Hi, Ayana, and that's the savings account. Hi, Kabuto. So you start there. All right. You start there. And if you're making 1.6%, then the next step when you're looking at other investments, let's say you go into the stock market and you look at stocks and they're making a certain amount of dividends. All right. So that's your next step, right? So maybe you started with savings, you're making savings interest. Now you want to make some more passive income. So you look at stocks, right? A lot of people go into the stock market. So let's say you want to make dividends, which is what I do. I make dividends, right? Hi, Sega Mega Drive case. So let's say you look for a stock that pays dividends, and you decide to buy it, and then it starts paying you dividends. How do you know if it's the good right return on investment? So the way I say it to mastermind members is, if you're already making 1.6 on a savings account and it has like hardly any risk at all, stocks are more risky, right? They go up in value, they go down in value like every minute of the day. Like they're constantly fluctuating unless no one's buying them and selling them. But you know, a lot of stocks on the stock exchange are going up, they're going down, you know. You might buy a stock today and it's worth less or more next year, right? Thanks for all the hearts. So it's risky. All right. And it depends how good you are at investing. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I don't know how good you guys are at investing. Hi, Randy Unite. Now, if you only have a savings account, you're probably not that great at investing. Okay. So you start with your level where you're at. Okay. So you want to beat your prior investment. That's how you find the right return of investment for you. You want to beat how much you're already making. So if you're making 1.6 on a savings account, look for a stock that pays you at least better than 1.6, right? Otherwise, why not just put it in a savings account? And if you find a stock that pays less, it's probably not a good investment, unless you think the stock's going to pay more and they just haven't started or whatever. But that's how I look at it. So if you're looking at the stock market and you're looking at a stock that pays a good dividend, and if you have no idea what stocks pay dividends, like I said, go to my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com, for plenty of ideas, or just Google it, you know, like stocks that pay dividends. It's really easy to find stocks that pay dividends, okay? People think it's so hard. It's like so easy, okay? Hi, Arco, and welcome. So you Googled it or you went on my blog, SparkViewer, welcome, and you found stocks that pay dividends. Now, you find stocks that pay 3%. 4%. Well, for you, if you're only making 1.6% and you find a good stock, you like it, hi God, Coco, welcome, and you love the company and it's paying 4%, then that is a good investment for you because you're beating your 1.6% return. You see how that works? So now you're making 4%. Let's say you're looking to buy property and you calculate the return on investment because you're going to rent it, and the return on investment ends up being like 4%. Well, that's better than your savings account. So then that would be a good investment for you, right? Do you see how it works? You have to find, and then maybe after you buy that rental property, you buy that stock and it's making you 4%. Hi, Sandtrap7454, welcome. Maybe now you're more comfortable with the 4%. You got your 1.6 in your savings, you got your 4% in your investment property and or your stocks. And now you're like, okay, I'd like to look for higher. Do you see how it goes? So you build up. That's how you find the right rate of return for you. You have to look at the risk. And that's why I always start with savings, because the risk is low. You can put your money in. It's not likely the money's going to go down in value unless the bank fails. Okay, so let me make sure the bank is a good bank. But savings accounts are safer. Hi, asking. So that's why I tell people to start with savings account, low risk. And then as you look at other investments, you calculate what is the risk, right? You want to find things that are not too risky because you don't want to lose your money, all right? You want to invest your money wisely, right? So if you find something like a rental property and you know you can rent it, that's something that's not too risky, right? Hi, Ken Carr. Or say you find a stock from a good company and you know the company and you buy their products and you think they're not going to go out of business anytime soon. So that's not as risky, right? It's more risky than a savings account though, okay? But so you go and you buy the rental property, you buy the stock, you're making 4%. Now you beat your return, okay? So now look for something that makes higher than 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, go higher and higher. And that's how you find the right rate of return on investment. So it really depends on you personally. What are you currently making? What is your return on investment now? Now, if you keep investing money, maybe you have no savings account and you're just in the stock market investing like a gambler and you're making nothing, then your return on investment is nothing. Or maybe you're even going negative. Maybe you're losing your money, not making any passive income. Hi, Muhammad, welcome. Hi, sweet I9, welcome. Thanks for joining. Hi, Hannah. So maybe you're not making any money from your investments. Well, that means, or maybe you're even negative return. Well, that means you have a negative ROI, right? So you have to calculate what you're currently doing. Are you actually making any money? Is your money growing? You know, figure out what your current ROI is and beat that. So if you're negative ROI, at least get a 0 ROI and stop losing money, okay? Or stop doing what you're doing, you know, and join a finance freedom mastermind or something. Hi, Anthony Vita, or get a financial advisor to help you if you're losing money. But if you're gaining money and you're gaining the very basic 1.6%, everyone can do that. Open a high yield savings account, make 1.6%, okay? Just Google it, high yield savings account. High interest savings account, Google it, find one, open one, put money in it, and you're making 1.6%. It's not hard to do. Hi, Paul, welcome. So go ahead and do that. Now, once you're doing that and making your 1.6%, now you can go look for something that's a little riskier. Is it true people should invest only up to 10% of their stock portfolio to have more chance of ROI? Hi, Onion 1234. There is no set standard for how much you should or should not invest. It all depends on your experience. Okay, this is exactly what I'm saying right now. Okay, if you are experienced at making 1.6% on a savings account and you have never invested in the stock market, I don't suggest you even put 10% of your money in the stock market. I suggest you start slow and get good at the stock market so you get a good ROI. And always calculate ROI. If you buy $1,000 worth of stock, find out how much dividends you make in a year, and that's your return on investment or capital gain, right? Hi, Sadie Crow, welcome. Like if the stock increases in value over the year, how much is your profit? Okay, plus dividends. Take that money, divide it by the amount you invested, the $1,000, and find out what your real return on investment is, okay? Real return on investment, because the stock market, they say one thing, but like I said, stocks go up and down in value all the time. So what is your real ROI, your true ROI, okay? Hi, Purple Rose, you have to calculate yourself. That's why you need to know how to do that. How much money did you actually make, right? And dividends and a capital gain divided by how much you invested for the year. Hi, Purple Rose. So that's the key, okay? So there is no guarantee invest 10%, 20% in whatever that. All that matters is how good you are at investing. Now, let's say you're really good at investing, you're really good at stock market investing, and you know how to make a 40%. I met someone the other day, and this is a true story. He taught me how to make over a 6,000% return doing options trading on the stock market. And I was like, whoa, blew my mind, right? So I'm going to start slow because I've never done it. He puts a ton of money into his trades. Like he's investing like 100,000 at a time, right? So it depends on your experience, but he's making a 6,000% return ROI, like huge, right? Because he knows what he's doing. So as you invest and as you become better at investing, you're going to meet people. You're going to meet people like I met him who are good at investing, and they're going to share with you what they do. And what you do is you just start doing what they do, you know, a little bit at a time and get good at it until you can replicate the same ROI. So when you can start making 6,000% return like this guy, then you can start putting 100 grand in because you know what you're doing. Now, do you see what I'm saying? Does this make sense to you guys? So you start small. So if you don't know how to invest at all, check first thing you need to do is learn how to calculate your ROI. Most people have no clue how to calculate the ROI. Like I said, figure out how much money you invest. If you invest $1,000, that's your investment amount. Figure out how much money you made in a year. Okay, that could be dividends, could be capital appreciation, could be rental income if you bought a property, not for $1,000, but you know what I mean. So whatever, if you spend $100,000 to buy a property and you make $3,000 in passive income, you take, that's another one. Let's see if I can do the math. Okay, so hi, Jane, Jamie, Sparta, sweet, welcome, guys. So let's say you do that. Let's say you make $10,000. Let's see if I can make the math easier. So, so you make $10,000 in rental income in a year, and you pay for a property, you pay $100,000. What's your ROI? Okay, so that would be 10%. You take the 10,000, you divide it by the 100,000, 10%. Okay, so that's a 10% ROI. You need to know how to calculate your ROI. How much money did you make in a year divided by how much money you had to invest to make that money equals your ROI. Okay, so first things first, right? And then figure out what you're really making right now. Most people have no clue what their ROI is on their current investments, if they have any. Like I said, start with a savings account because it's the easiest to understand, lowest risk, and then move up from there. All right. So once you get good at your savings account, a lot of people, it takes practice. Do you know how many people start saving money and then they end up taking it out and spending it and then they lose all their money? It's like, oh my gosh, right? So sometimes it takes a little practice with the savings account, you know, put some money in there, keep it there, let it grow, you know, let the interest come in. And then while that's growing, start putting money in other investments, you know, test the waters, find something that pays 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's plenty of stocks out there that pay up to 8%. I've seen plenty, you know. So pick one, invest, and just see how it goes and see if your rate of return is good or not. You know, if you invest 1,000, are you making the, let's see, if it's 8%, then you would be making $80 a year, right? With $1,000. So test that, make sure it's giving you the actual 8% a year. And if you like that investment, you can put more there, or you could look for a higher investment that's making 12 or 13. The investment property that we're going to buy upstairs, I calculated the ROI to be 16%. So that's higher. Our average stock return right now is like 8%, 9%, right? So I wanted to get something that had a higher rate of return. So that's how I determined if the rental property was good. Now I found a lot of rental properties that were paying like 4%, 5%, and that wasn't high enough for me, right? And why wasn't it high enough? Because I have stocks that pay me 8%. So you see, for me, I was using my experience in investing. I found an investment that worked for me, and I decided that this rental property was good because it paid 16%. So that's the one that we're buying right now. We're in the process. Hi, Cartel 0719. Welcome to the scope. For you, it might be a different process. Let's say you started a savings account, 1.6% return, and you find a property that pays 4%. For you, that might be a great investment. Hi, Scott, welcome. Because 4% return is more than you're making on your savings account, and it's a property, and maybe you always wanted to own property, and maybe you're thinking the property value will go up too, and you're making rental income. Thanks for the big heart. Hi, Dummer, welcome. Hi, Hacktools, welcome. So, hi, how you doing? Hi, lots of numbers. Welcome to Periscope and welcome. So to you, if you bought a house and rented it or a condo, then that would be a great investment. See? So that's how you calculate it. So if you're making 1.6% and you find a house, hi, and it's making 4%, go for it. You know, whatever is your comfort level. And that really is what it comes down to. It comes down to expanding your investment comfort level, if that makes sense, right? So that's how you find the right return of investment for you. Hi, it's HP Bana, welcome. And like I said, I went and talked to this guy on Friday, and he showed me how to make 6,000% or some crazy, it's like some crazy high percentage on options investing. And it's not even that hard to do. And I was like, whoa, you know, I haven't started yet because I want to start small and get used to it, you know? So I'm going to start doing it. And I'm going to get good at it because 6,000% return is freaking high. Hi, Daddy HI8, welcome. So, and it's consistent, like he knows how to do it regularly. So I was like, oh gosh, that's awesome, right? So I'm going to start doing his because that's way higher than 16% investment property. He's making like 6,000% in options. Now, just to be fair, it's not passive income he's doing, right? He's actually doing options trades. Now, to also be fair, it doesn't take that much time to do option trades. It really doesn't. Hi, Champ Summers, welcome. Hi, El Shakino, welcome. So, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time to do options trades, but it does take some time. So it's not completely passive income or anything. Hi, RJH, it's actually active income. Whereas a rental property, if you have a manager renting it, is actually passive income. You know, so there's differences between investments, but, you know, don't know. It's 6,000% return for like spending like 10 minutes a day. That's a lot of money. Okay. So, all right. So that's my big lesson for everyone today. I hope you got the information you needed. If you didn't catch it, just rewind and watch again. So if you're on Periscope, you can just watch it again. You know, if you're on YouTube Live, you can watch it again. Obviously, if you're on my blog, you can watch it again. And Instagram, just watch live again. For the next 24 hours, it'll be live and then it won't. So if you want to catch the live anytime, all of my replays, I do webinars every Wednesday. If you ever want to catch a replay, go to my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. So that's YES, financially, FINANCIALLY, free, FREE.com. So yesfinanciallyfree.com. Some of you have that link in the profile. If you click the profile, it takes you to my blog. And just go there. And I'm actually broadcasting live on my blog right now. Hi, Pimani, welcome. The latest blog post is live with this topic, how to find the right ROI. And I'm talking live on my blog right now because I have a YouTube video embedded there. So you can actually watch my webinars live from my blog every Wednesday. If you put your first name and your email address on the right side of my blog, I'll send you instantly, thanks for the hearts. Hi, Pisa, welcome. I'll send you an ebook on Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. I'll send that to you free. So you just have to put your name, your best email address, and then you get it emailed to you. Hello. And then you also get email updates every week on these live webinars. What my topic will be, what I'm going to be presenting, what time, and a link to click so you can go directly to my blog and watch live there. So it's really good to subscribe to my email list. So definitely go to yesfinanciallyfree.com. There's plenty of replays of all my webinars. There's lots of information on dividends and interest and high yield savings and how to invest and all kinds of things. Hi, Nikki, 555, welcome. So I've got tons of information there. There's a tab on the top that says Map to Freedom that has a whole list of all these blog posts that I've done with so much information. So check it out. All the information on my blog is free. If you want to pay me to help you become financially free, like get personal attention from me or a financial freedom coach that I have on my staff. Hi, Booyah, 489, welcome. Then you can join financefreedommastermind.com. You can join a mastermind group. So to do that, hi, Dantel, welcome. You go to Finance Freedom Mastermind, all together, right? .com/live, L-I-V-E. Go there. You'll see another place to put in your name, your email, and then you'll go to a page where you can sign up for a Finance Freedom Training Live program. That you will get a Finance Freedom coach that'll meet with you every month to calculate your net worth, your financial freedom account, your passive income, your cash flow, get you that all settled, and help you create passive income, help you take the steps you need to do that. If you don't have a high yield savings account, they help you start one. If you don't know how to find dividend yielding stocks, they help you find them. You know, if you want to buy rental property, they help you find it, you know, and they help you step by step. If you don't know how to calculate ROI, they help you learn how to do that. They practice with you. So, and you get a lesson every week, a video lesson that I've done that teaches you how to create financial freedom from scratch, right? And it's not only like techniques, it's also mindset exercises, because in the end, it really comes down to your mindset. If you're going to be financially free and you know that, then nothing can stop you. You know, nothing can stop you. You just snowball forward. And I know, because I used to be so bad with money, and now I make passive income. I have a condo I own. We're buying rental property. You know, I just learned how to make 6,000% return on options trading, you know, like last week, you know. So I'm like snowballing on my way. So if you really want it, if you know you want it, you're going to get it. Hi, Water guys. Welcome. Thanks for being a super fan. I appreciate you. So definitely, if you want hand holding, if you want to be in a group of supportive members, like it's a mastermind group. And if you know anything about masterminds, when you work in a group together, you create a lot of energy and you get to your goals much faster, right? So it's always a group. I create groups together with other people, all looking for financial freedom together. If you want to be a part of a group together, supportive, then you want to go to financefreedommastermind.com/live right now, sign up for a program, and then I'll help you get into a group as well if that's what you want. It's a really high level. I have a mastermind group right now, an advanced mastermind group going right now. And we are always talking about investments, how to get into investments. They understand ROI very well. We calculate a lot, just to get them all that stuff. High Transadium, they all make passive income. Everyone in my advanced mastermind all makes passive income. And all we work on is increasing it. Like, how do we make more? So it's really fun. And, every time people hit a block, we work on that. So it's exciting. So if you want to get started, go to financefreedommastermind.com/live. Tyra Banks and smart and interesting. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I'm smart and interesting, and I'm assuming you like how Tyra Banks looks, so that's awesome. So anyway, subscribe to my Periscope channel if you haven't already. Share, retweet, all that good stuff. And thanks for being on Instagram Live. If you're on Instagram Live, if you're on my blog, thank you for. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I will see you all next week, Wednesday. Aloha. Oh, you develop apps. Super cool. Super cool. Yeah, introduce yourself. Email me when you get on my email list, and we can chat. Okay, guys? So I will see you all next week. Aloha. Aloha. Thank you. Thank you for being on live, guys. Bye.